people. How's it going?
Hello.
Got- We've got the lovely Taylor here with us today. Taylor, I'm sure that you'd love to introduce yourself to everybody. Everybody probably already knows who you are, but
Oh my God. No, I would love to. Hello, I am Taylor Ann Wright. I don't know why I said my full name. I'm Tay. You can call me Tay. And yes, I'm an indie author. I don't have my books in my hands right now, but they are a YA fantasy series, Venture Below and Venture Beyond. I just finished the second draft of my third book, Venture Alone. I finished that literally 2 days ago. So that was really crazy. And today I'm going to be working on potentially my romance project. Ooh, trying to finish that, maybe a little brainstorming. I'm just going to kind of poke around. But yeah, I also make writing and reading content here on YouTube, and that's me.
snaps. For finishing your draft too. Congratulations. That was such a cute video, by the way. I loved watching that. It was really, really cute. And my name's Charlie, or Charlie Ray Wrights. You guys are on my channel, so you already know who I am. But in case you don't, hi. I'm currently writing a sci-fi dystopian book that I'm calling Project Daydream, about people who can jump into each other's dreams. So that's super fun. What is everybody working on? Let us know in the chat. I am going to be drafting because it is my goal to finish this freaking draft by the end of the month.
And it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
I appreciate it because I'm not kidding. The other day I had a full-on crash out. I'm doing a writing vlog this week, and I had a full-on crash out on camera, like fully enraged crash out about how I was so tired of drafting and that I just want to get to revision.
That's so real though.
Oh my gosh, like I am just so done with it. So I'm getting my fingers down on this keyboard today and I'm gonna write some words.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got Evelyn's here. Hi Evelyn, how are you? What are you working on? Hi Ian, just chilling in the garage. Are you gonna be writing today?
Love.
Hal popped in to say hi. Hi, how's it going? Looks like she's leaving. Hi T.
Yeah.
How are you? Hi, Carrie. Working on post-draft read-through. That'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Working on chapter 9 of
nice.
Project Phosphus. Phosphus? Am I saying that right? I'm so bad
You
at
might
pronouncing.
be. I'm also not great with pronunciation, so let's not. Don't ask me, babe. Don't ask me.
Terrible. Oh, okay. You're gonna drag your butt back to the computer to write book 6 backspace. Yes, please do, Ian.
Woo!
This is a writing live stream or productivity live stream or whatever you got today. Let's get some work done.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Working on reading and annotating draft 2. That's gonna be so much fun. Good luck with that, everybody. I'm ready to jump into the first sprint. How does everybody feel about maybe like doing a 20-minute warm-up sprint? Does that feel good to you, Taylor?
Feels good to me. Feels good to me. Could use a warm up for sure.
All right, perfect. And by the way, if anybody has any like questions for Taylor or I, feel free to pop them in the chat. I'm gonna go ahead and get Flocus started. Okay. All right, perfect. And we'll get going in 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck. Wow.
Yes. Did you like the applause?
I did.
It's my favorite thing about Focus.
Oh no.
How did you do? How did everybody do?
I'm finishing the sentence. Hold on.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'm gonna say hi to some new friends who joined us. Okay, so let's see. Hi Miley, how are you? Joy's here. Hi Joy. What's everybody working on? Hey Becca. So glad you could join us.
Yay.
Jamila. Hi Jamila.
Oh, no.
Hey Holly. It's funny.
Oh, that's amazing.
I actually know Holly. She's my only writing friend in the city that I'm in.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Okay, amazing. First ever novel, a thriller. I love that.
Yes,
Love
her
that.
story idea is pretty cool, and I've been low-key trying to pressure her into starting a other YouTube channel, but she, alas, she won't. That's what it is.
Okay.
Hi, Justin. Hi, Renee.
Hi.
Oh my God, Lynn's here. Hi, Lynn.
I love it.
Oh, we got some love for Holly's story idea. Holly's story idea is about renting a house from the boyfriend's friend from years ago. The boyfriend gets kidnapped, held in the basement, getting tortured by someone wanting to learn more about his girlfriend and take her for his own. You find out like halfway through that it's actually the landlord, and he has tiny hidden cameras in the house watching her. So,
hello.
right?
Okay, love that.
Exactly.
Love that. Wow.
Joy is putting away groceries. Hey, we're here for it.
Incredible.
Becca's planned all the content for June. Awesome. YouTube videos and Substack posts. I already like DM'd Becca on Instagram about the title for her latest Substack post. I thought it was so cute.
Yes.
I love it so much. Wrote a single sentence in a silly project.
Ooh,
okay.
A silly project.
Interesting.
Love.
I'm curious to know what's so silly about it, honestly. Lynn is editing a vlog for tomorrow. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. Becca's literally forcing herself to take some time away from draft to reread this weekend. Yeah, sometimes you need a break. I desperately needed one yesterday, so I took a little writing break. I've been writing like a crazy person this week, so I get it. I get you. Working on a Frankenstein monster of a project, a combination of daylist title prompts from the Discord. Interesting.
Ooh, love that.
Did some laundry, started dinner in the crock pot instead of working on my book. Hey, everybody's got to eat. So
that's so much truth. That's so true.
Everybody's got to eat. Carrie took some notes on when to drop which lore in which order and started order. Okay, very cool. Very cool. Evelyn got 86 words. Progress is progress. Absolutely, 100%. Sometimes I open my document and I write one character and then I delete it, and then I write one more character and I delete it, and then I don't write anything else. But at least I opened my document and I tried, and that is progress. So Justin is gaming and packing. What are you packing for? I need to know.
Yeah.
Holly working on bios for supporting characters. Okay.
Wow.
Gotcha. And Jamila is finally working on the first draft of a romantic project. Awesome.
I need to know more.
Yes. Everybody, I'm really snoopy and I have to know the details for everything. So send me that if you can. If you feel like sharing. Anyways, Taylor, how did you do?
I did I did actually great considering, because I won't lie there. In the beginning, I just kind of was like, the last thing I want to do right now is write at all. So I poked around in the other things I said I could potentially do, and I was like, ugh. And so then I opened Pinterest, I opened YouTube. I was like, what do I want to do? I was like, do I want to read? I was like, what am I doing? And I was like, no, this is writing sprints and I'm gonna write, dang it. And so I put on my playlist for this project, and they're all songs that like I haven't listened to, because I've been listening to is my venture like series playlists. I have one for every book. And so this playlist was like lovey-dovey songs, because it's all romance and stuff, and it got me right in the headspace I needed to be, and I ended up getting 693 words. So
Damn, good job,
we did
Taylor.
it. We did it when we didn't think we could.
I know, it was like before we got on here, you were like, I don't know what I want to work on. You did it.
Yeah.
Great job.
And it's in Project Close, and I'm loving what just happened. So
I'm so
we're doing
excited
great.
for
We're doing
you.
great.
That's awesome. Good job.
Thank
Um,
you. How did you do?
oh my God. Well, obviously I'm drafting. I hate drafting. I hate that I have to keep saying that too. Like, I don't want to, I want to say I'm working on revisions, but it is what it is.
Okay.
I got 502 words in that sprint.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So it was a little bit of a struggle bus to get started, but I ended up doing the thing. And I think I mentioned this before we jumped on to the live, but for those of you who weren't privy to that conversation, I have unfortunately wrote myself into like a little bit of a corner, and I'm trying to figure out how to get my characters
Yeah.
out of that corner and back on track to where they were before. And I think I'm starting to kind of come up with some sort of an idea of how that's going to happen. So yeah, just working on that. So
Love.
love
it.
All right. Looks like we got maybe some questions in here, and I'm like losing track. Everybody's so active in the chat. I'd love to see it.
I'm gonna have to open it on my laptop, see what everyone's saying.
Becca actually has a question for you, Taylor. Tay, what are you working on since you finished draft 2?
Girl, I'm working on Project Close, which is my romance project, but then I also have open my to be written on Scrivener. So it's like I think there's like 13, no, maybe 30 projects. I don't know. There's a lot of ideas I have. So I was like, maybe I'll brainstorm. And then I also have Venture Below open to like start highlighting and doing my reread and how I want to make that second edition good. And I just decided we're gonna just continue drafting Project Close. This is still like the first draft. I just have been taking it slow, meandering about. Every once in a while I'll go back to it. It's like I've been working on this honestly, oh my God, since 2022, maybe? I've just been like, it's literally been, it comes in waves, and I'll be like, oh, I should write in Project Close. Like, And it's just, yeah. So I have, how many did I say I have? 50. I'm almost at 53,000. That's crazy. So,
Yeah,
and I don't think I'm nearing the end, but I still have a lot to go.
Sure. I always think that it's a good idea to kind of have a backup project. Something like that. It's almost like a cozy project that you write on when you just,
it's low stakes. We can just write and vibe, and that's definitely this book for me. Yeah.
For me, I like to write short stories, low stakes short stories. Nobody sees them. It's just for me, kind of like find a prompt on whatever prompt site or whatever, and just write a little short story. So definitely when I need a break from my main project. So
all right, it's so cute.
Are we in the chat?
Yeah. That was so sweet. You guys are so sweet.
Crushing it. Dang, Taylor. What's this dang, Taylor?
It's nothing.
Work is getting done. Exactly. All right. We've got another question. Is it Aria? Let me know if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
I think so.
Okay. She asks, how do you prevent yourself from getting distracted while you're right. Your
Hmm.
fault. Who says I prevent myself from getting distracted? That's bold. That's a bold assumption to make. Terribly. That's my answer. It's just bad. I can't. Literally the whole sprint, I was getting distracted with the chat. My phone was blowing up. My dog was playing with his bone on the side here, over here. And I was like, what is happening? Yeah, it's hard. If I really need to focus, I usually put my phone in a different room. I'll lock my dog out because he's always in my business. And I just try really hard to, or a good app to use if you are one who likes to pick up your phone a lot during your writing session. The Forest app, I love it. You can set the settings so that it basically, like, if you exit the app, you lose your progress. Your little tree that you're trying to grow dies. It's just a cute way.
It's a great resource. I love that app. Yeah.
I love it so much. How about you, Taylor?
Araya, like a ray of sunshine.
Araya. That's pretty. That's so pretty.
Okay. Again, so bad at pronunciation. I'm so sorry, my love. But okay, wait. Distractions, right? That's what we're talking about. Right.
As she's getting distracted.
Literally. I think distractions are natural. It's just how deep you let yourself get into them, you know? And so for me, like, music is huge for me. Like, I'll put on my headphones and I will lock in. Like, that's how I will lock in. And that's a pretty good, like, stopper of distraction for me. But I know some people get really distracted by music, and like especially music with lyrics. So just find what works well for you. And again, like, if you have to keep your phone out of the room and like put your laptop off of internet, like, do what you got to do to get that stuff done.
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely. I'm one of those people who I get really distracted with music. So I like to just put my headphones in, no music, just to kind of. Did you hear that?
A little bit.
Oh my gosh, someone's car just like backfired on my street.
That just happened to me.
Oh gosh.
It sounded like a gunshot. I was like, what the heck, dude? Wow.
But, yeah, I like to put my headphones in, no sound, nothing at all, and just kind of block out any additional sound that might come in. Just because if I am listening to music, unless it's like the same song over and over and over again, I'm just like dancing in my chair. Like, I can't.
I do a little bit of that and somehow be productive too, you know? Yeah.
Okay, so I actually had a question for you, Taylor. So if you could pick any project that you've ever worked on from like your whole life, to pick back up and rewrite today, which project would it be? And why?
Oh, that's a great question. And funnily enough, I kind of did that already. Venture Below was a project I wrote in 8th grade that I rewrote and like reimagined. And then Venture Beyond is when I wrote my senior year that I maneuvered so that it could be the second book in the series. So I kind of did that already. But if I could still do what you're saying, I had this one project that was vampires. Clearly, I wrote it in high school.
Obviously.
And it was like about a vampire academy. You just know the vibes. I mean, this was like over 10 years ago. So, I mean, I would love to do that just for the hell of it because I think that would be so much fun. And like the world building was so cliche and obvious, but like that's the fun of it, you know? And like there hold on. I just reread this not that long ago. And I was like, Taylor Ann, what are we doing? This girl, my main character, had easily 5 or 6 love interests. And I was like, babes, what are we doing? I think I just forgot.
Like, I know people like that.
I forgot who was the love interest, and I just kept adding. Like, then she'd meet this other guy, and he'd be broody, and you'd be like, "Is he the?" And then she'd meet this other guy, and he was her partner in this like class, and you'd be like, "Is that?" And then this other guy was her roommate, and then this other guy was just turning into a vampire. I was like, "Girl, Because I think I was like, oh, I'm gonna make it a love triangle, which I still do want to do that so bad. But I just was like, six? Like, this girl, like, what does she got going on?
She's got options. she's got options.
Oh
What
my
are they called
gosh.
them?
Whew, that was
I
the
was just
funniest thing ever.
I was just gonna say, I know people like that, like who just like they just always have like someone or
Yes.
multiple someone's like interested in them at the same time. It's just like how and why?
I
When
think
do
the
you have
next
time for
sprint, I'm gonna like track down this story. Hold on. I was just literally like a few weeks ago looking at it because I was like, I miss those stories. Like, those are so fun. Was it called The Night? I think it was. Oh my God. It was so bad. You have no idea. When did I even write that thing? I mean, I was in high school. So it's probably 2012 that I wrote it
that? Okay.
easily. Like, because that was, I think, my junior year. So, what about you?
Oh my gosh. Well,
What
actually,
about
actually, last year I did try to do that, and totally failed. It was a project that I was calling Project Elf Ears for the internet.
you?
But it was basically about this girl who is like high school age girl. And she's like always kind of felt a little different than everybody else. She's always been sort of ostracized and like on the outside looking in sort of
Mhm.
situation. And then one day she starts having these, oh, for some reason, a lot of my books have themes surrounding dreams. But
Yeah.
she has this dream that ends up coming true. And she's trying, and it's like really sad. The dream is really sad, and it happens to her in real life. And then she is like really upset and kind of like um distraught over the situation, right? She runs into the woods and then she accidentally stumbles into it's sort of like almost like an Alice in Wonderland retake,
Oh, okay.
because she stumbles through uh, more cars. She stumbles through like a portal into another world and discovers that she's not exactly human, and that's why she felt so different. She's like an elf hybrid thing, and
Okay.
she was like taken to Earth for her own protection as like a baby. So it's sort of like a retelling of Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah. Like a twist.
Yeah,
Like,
but
make it like real fantasy.
yeah. So I
Oh,
was working on
love.
that last year and I totally like just bailed on that project because it was just I just don't think that I'm ready to write that yet. And I had the original idea for that when I was like 8 years old. So that's when I started.
Wow.
And then I remember very vividly when I wrote that, like the first few chapters was her running away from home. She was like going to a hotel room. And I don't know how like a teenager got a hotel room by herself, but anyways, like she was going to a hotel
We
room
don't need to know.
and she like got sucked into this world through a mirror in when I was like in eighth grade or when I was like 8.
8. Yeah,
And I just
wow.
reimagined it
I love
last
that.
year. So yeah, I was working on that, but I'm not ready to write that. I think that's going to be a project for a
Yeah.
future, more experienced writer.
Yeah, because there's so much gold in that. Like, seriously. That's incredible.
Yeah, I really love that story. I think about it all of the time. It's just I'm not ready for that yet. So it looks like a few more people have joined.
Oh,
Hi, eccentric Raven.
ooh, lots of questions. I'm
I
still
love that.
hunting for this project now. If you see me looking away, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna
Well,
find this thing. I'm gonna find
you
it.
do, you girl. Mick popped in for a second. I don't think she's here anymore, but hi, Mick. And we've got some more questions too. Renee asks, if writing a love triangle, do you give both guys a point of view or just have the female MC POV? Which do you prefer?
Mm.
Interesting.
Mm. That's a great question. I mean, it has to depend on the project and like what I'm trying to do. I know. Oh, that's a great question. Because I do have like a whole other fantasy project that is gonna have a love triangle in it, and that's so intricate. That's the sun and the moon. And I haven't even really thought about I think it's gonna be just her POV, but maybe all three of them. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Okay, what about you?
So I'm not a fan of writing the love triangle trope.
Mhm.
I like to read it if it's done properly and if the female main
Exactly.
character picks the right person, because
There is a
don't
right person.
there is the right person, and I don't care what you say. Like, there is a right person. And just FYI, Edward was not it. Um, so that's just my opinion. But if I were to do a love triangle, I think that I'd probably keep it just one POV. I
Yeah.
personally I personally have only ever tried to write dual POVs once, and it's in my current project.
Mm.
I'm usually just a single POV person anyways. So that's just my natural
Yeah.
inclination
Yeah,
anyways.
I think every one of my projects is dual or multiple POVs. When I think about it, like when you were saying that, I was like, oh, I'm like that one has three, that one has four. I'm like, okay, what are we doing? But I totally agree with what you said. I think that she should have ended up with Jacob, and I should have been with Edward, and
Oh my gosh,
that's where
no.
we'll leave it. That's where we'll leave it. Okay, I can
Don't
fix him. I can fix him.
Okay, Araya, I'm hoping I pronounced that correctly, the second go around says, what is a fun project you would like to try out in the future? Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go
Yeah,
first?
you can go
Okay.
first. I'm still tracking and listening, tracking and listening.
So, fun news. I actually have a project that I'm going to be working on next month after I finish this first draft, while I'm giving Project Daydream some breathing room. And so I'm going to tell you guys about that today. I'm really excited.
Okay, wait. Now I'm not looking anymore. What?
Yeah.
Hell!
So it's a brand new idea. Literally, I was just driving to the gas. I was picking something up for the gas station, doing something totally unrelated, and it just popped in your head like all good story ideas do.
Mhm.
And basically, it's about this girl who lives in a world where everybody has some sort of power. And they use their powers to trade for like goods, shelter, foods. Like if they need something, they use their power and trade.
Mm.
The problem is that she doesn't have a power, so she thinks. She doesn't have a power, so she thinks. And one day, she discovers that she has a power in a very um, destructive way. Let's just say that.
Oh!
And she has to sort of like live in a different way. I'm trying to explain it without giving away all the details from what I'm about
Yeah.
to learn. She has to try to live her life in a different way until she figures out how to set it right.
Mm.
So
Mm.
that's the new project idea, and I'm calling it Project Reaper for future reference.
Ooh.
It's definitely a fun story idea. I'm like,
Yay!
really excited for.
Oh my gosh, that is so sick. Love that. Oh, wow. So you're next month. When
Next,
you're done with this one, we're gonna begin.
yeah, and I'm gonna start. I think on this project, I'm gonna do a little bit differently. Maybe not do a full like draft
Mm.
without a plot. I think I'm gonna do some sort of planning, but it
Mm.
won't be as in depth as what I've tried in the past. I'm gonna try to restrain myself a little bit.
Yeah. I was gonna ask, you're probably gonna pants this one too?
I don't think so. I think this
No.
one I'm gonna do a full brainstorm. I think I'm gonna plot out like the major points and
Mm.
try to like get them there. I'm not gonna do like a chapter by chapter outline or anything like that. I just want to have like the basics, the most important things, characters, and top beats that I
Yeah,
need to hit.
main things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that I'm not like like riding through the fog like I am right now.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
that's totally valid. I
yeah.
love that. Um, okay. For me, I I just got a crazy idea. I was watching like one of those like action adventure scavenger hunty type movies like National Treasure or The Mummy or Indiana Jones, like that type of vibe.
Love
And
that.
it sparked something in my brain. And I was like, wait, I want to write a book that has this energy, but to be completely frank, I didn't want to do the research that would entail. I was like, I'm not a history major. I don't really care. I mean, I do care. I mean, like, okay, wait, whoa, this is sounding bad. I don't really enjoy diving deep into like researching historical, like historically accurate things, you know? So I was like, well, how can I make this fantasy? And then my brain just like spun this whole thing. So I'm going to do it with dragons. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. And my thought process is this is going to be a world where dragons are extinct. Okay? And I actually have so much thought out for this thing. Like it's pretty crazy, but yeah, so it's going to be dragons meets like Indiana Jones, the Mummy, like that type of energy. And the dragons don't exist anymore, and basically in this world they rid them because they think they're evil, and this our main character comes from a place where they are sacred beings and they can grant you like a wish or fulfill like something for you with their power, and somebody they love is dying. Like I really have no idea. This is just like what I'm gonna try to go with. And so they go on this big adventure to try to like resurrect a dragon so they can save their loved one. And I want the vibes to be fun. Like I want the characters to be funny, like there to be banter. I want found family. I want the romance is gonna romance, of course, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go enemies to lovers with it. And so like I'm gonna have it be whoever is coming after her has basically been raised their whole life to believe dragons are evil, and then throughout the story they realize like, oh, I'm on the wrong side of history, and like dragons are actually like incredible beings and we need to bring them back. So then they end up together. But it's a whole thing. So I don't know. And I do already have a title for it. Should I tell you guys? I literally did not plan on saying any of this. Okay, do you guys want to hear it?
You
Wait.
know I do.
Okay. Everybody brace. Deep breath in. Okay, it's called Built on the Bones of Dragons.
Oh,
Slay? Is it a sleigh? So it's built on the
that
bones of dragons, and I think I want it to just be like a single book, like one and done. Maybe have it be a duology, like we could open up to it. But I like see scenes in my head where like, okay, I imagine like this big burly guy, like I'm talking like Jason Momoa size dude, and he's like the big broody guy of the bunch. And the dragon egg that they end up getting, he like I want him to knit like a little like case for it, and they'll be like, what are you like, we didn't know you knit type thing. And it's like I could just see the fun like found family thing happening. And yeah, I'm really excited. And like with most dragon eggs, you know how like they're huge, like when you like imagine them, they're like these big things. I want it to be like this big. Like when they end up getting it, and I can see them like whipping it around like in battles and like I don't know, dude. I think it's gonna be so much fun. And I'm gonna have like this pretty big underlying theme that's really heavy and talking about like colonialism, or not colonialism, help me here. Colonization, and about like how just like culture and everything. Like I have a whole underlying theme that I want, but I want it to be lighthearted for the most part. So
that's
that's
fair.
my dragon book. I was not planning on sharing that. So
Well, it is
great
such a
question.
cool idea. I love that idea, and it's just like almost giving me like nostalgic, almost
Yes.
like just nostalgic. What's that PBS show with the dragon?
Dragon Tales?
Dragon Tales. Like yeah, like it's sort
Yeah.
of it's giving me like cute, like
Yes. That's
nostalgic.
the vibe I want. And like I want there to be like remnants of dragons everywhere, like literally like a dragon skull, like a huge dragon skull out, and like I can see like a building made out of like a spine of a dragon, and like just like they've been
Yeah.
there, and like the whole vibe is so cool. And I want like go on these adventures and like have booby traps and try to like figure out and like make my own history with the dragons, and it's gonna be so much fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't wait. I want
Hmm.
to read that so badly already. Also, side note,
I want to write
can
it.
you side note, can you please name my books for me, like title them for me because you like so good with titles and I am literally the worst. I cannot even.
Dude,
Like
I
I was
would love to help. I would love to help. That one literally, it like came out of nowhere, and I was like, oh,
That's such a
oh,
good title.
oh.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I know chat has been losing their minds. As
And
soon as I said dragons, I was like, oh no.
all
Oh my
right.
gosh.
Oh my gosh, we've got so many.
I summoned everyone with that.
Yes, you did. Oh my goodness. But I think oh my gosh, I'm like scrolling so far. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
so yeah, I'm very excited, very excited.
Okay, we have one more question, I think, and then we can jump into another sprint. You think it's a good idea?
Perfect.
Fowl asks, do you spoil your story behind the scenes to your author friends?
Mm. Do you want to go first?
I most definitely spoil stories to my author friends, but only my author friends. Like my family, they are not writers. They're not the creative types. If I tried to share work with my dad once because he likes to read, and it was a terrible, terrible idea.
Oh
So
no.
it was just a really bad. He's like so harsh sometimes in his feedback. just like
Oh.
just like thanks, Dad. That's really
I just
unhelpful. But
wanted you to tell me it was good.
yeah, just like tell me that you like the story idea. Whatever.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to be mean. But anyways, that's besides the point. Yes, I do spoil to my author friends. I try not to spoil everything. And really I usually just stick with the premise and like any problems that I'm trying to work through. But I do give more details than I do on my channel for sure.
Hmm. Yeah.
How about you?
I surprisingly don't. I definitely don't at all. I'm that person that's like, you're just gonna have to read it. Like, you're just gonna have to have a cliffhanger. The only people that actually know every detail of what happens is my husband Trevor and Natalie, because she helped me plot the whole thing. Cody knows the big twists. I did end up telling him some of the bigger twists, but things have changed, like from how I outlined everything, but like the big factors are still there, like the big reveals. But that's it. So even when it is very difficult. I mean, the main reason I don't spoil anything is because they are either reading the series or want to read it. So I'm like, I don't want to, and this is the third book, so it's like everything, like I want them to have a good experience, so I don't I and it's very hard to like beat around the bush of like, okay, they'll try so hard to be helpful and like, so how can I help you work through the scene, and I'm like, okay, so basically this person I cannot name is doing this thing I can't tell you about and I don't know what to do, and they're like, right, okay. And it gets really hard, but yeah, I don't
Yeah.
spoil.
I mean, I feel like everybody is like has a different
Yeah.
comfortability of what they're like willing to share and what they want to
Mhm.
keep kind of close to their chest, and that there's like no issue with that. I personally just like I'm literally I like the openest book that you could find.
Yeah.
Tell you all of my secrets. Like I don't even care. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm the same way with every project except the venture one, because I'm like, it's the third book, and I'm like, I just don't want to like be like, oh, it's like, oh well, this happens, like, ha! Like I want them to have the full experience. But like even with close, like I'll tell you guys like what's gonna happen. Like I don't usually care, but it's like with this project, I'm like we're so deep in it, like we're so deep in this world that I'm like, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, so I try to keep that one less known. But aside from that, I would totally be open to sharing that stuff.
Sure, for sure.
Hmm.
I also think that it's different between like depending on where you're at in the drafting
Yeah.
process too. Like I feel like especially since I'm a discovery writer, like things are going to change in draft 2,
Right.
draft 3. Most of the stuff that I've probably written is not going to be in the final drafts. So, and you know, even though the whole plot might change, I don't know. And so giving away those like little details of what I'm working on, it's not like too spoilery, because you know, maybe it will be such a spoiler because it's not going to be in there. I don't know.
It can be so rough for Trevor because I feel like a writer's mind, like, we just can follow. Like, you know, like we can follow the story, we can pick up the pieces, we can like track. And poor guy, he doesn't read. He does not read. And so I'll tell him, I'll be trying to bounce ideas off of him. And so then, I mean, the story has changed so many times that like he'll be like, wait, what book are we in? What character is this? Where are we? And I'm like, oh, sorry. And he gets so confused and he gets really frustrated. And I'm like, just forget it. Like, forget I was telling you. Oh, speaking of Natalie. Wow.
Hi, Natalie.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, Natalie. By the way, I don't know if anybody heard the mariachi music outside of my window, but yeah, someone's mariachi music out there, I guess. So we're just having a party. But yeah, I don't even know where we're at because I got so distracted.
Yeah, that's okay. That's all right.
But everybody's I'm dead after my dad's ruthless back, but it's okay. I'm ready for another sprint.
Oh yeah.
I feel like we've been kind of like yapping away.
We've been yapping, and I love
it. Which is awesome, but I feel like we should like get some words done, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. How is everybody feeling about a 30-minute sprint?
I feel good about it.
Good about that? Okay, let me pull up my timer really quick and change the time.
Perfect. Natalie's like, what? You were talking about me? We were, yes.
We absolutely were talking about you.
How incredible you were, how awesome your writing is, that we love you so much. I was just saying that you know everything in the third book. That's it, Natalie. That's it. But you should rewatch anyway. So you'll just have to find out.
Okay, hold on. What? Oh my gosh, they're still playing that mariachi music outside my window right now. I swear, like, I really should have done more research before I moved into this apartment.
Oh no.
The loudest neighborhood I could have picked. It's fine.
No.
I go with it. They play mariachi music. I have a little dance party. So
Natalie said, don't lie. I can rewind the stream. Natalie.
All right, guys. I think I've got it up here. I'm hoping that I did it right because
I think you just have to refresh it, like with the little spinny thing, if you changed it to 30. Yeah, give it a A.
There we go. Okay. Awesome. All right. Ready?
Good luck.
Yes. Good luck, everyone. so quickly, can anybody hear the music in the background?
No, girl. No.
Okay, good.
I can't. I can't.
Yeah, I guess there's a party happening. I don't know.
Love
But
that.
there's live music. It's definitely a vibe. For sure.
Oh.
I spent like half that sprint searching for my headphones. So I didn't get a whole lot done. How did everybody do in the chat? Let us know. Let me do some quick calculations because I finished a chapter and I started a new one during that sprint.
Oh, okay.
We're like making progress.
Yeah.
Don't know if it's good. Well, all progress is
Progress
good
is progress.
Yes, I just don't know if it's actually
like gonna stay or yeah.
I don't know if it's getting me where I need to go or not.
Nice.
So
Foul, I was literally gonna say your comment made my heart so tender. She said, even though you've never heard my voice before, know that it's always cheering for you. Like, that's so nice. Oh my gosh. I just had to say that. That really, like, it actually made me tear up when I read that. So I really appreciate that.
Wait, what? Is
On
that
on my newest video, yeah. She commented that and it was so sweet. It literally made me like made me cry. So
oh my gosh, that's so nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really nice.
I love that.
I didn't do jack diddly. To be totally honest, I was tracking down that vampire book and I was reading it the whole time. So
oh my gosh. Are you gonna spill the details or
Oh, I could. I fully could. It has 14,000 words in it, which is kind of crazy for a high schooler. I was committed. I was committed to this story. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's like unreadable, to be honest. I can read you the first paragraph. Wait,
right.
I don't know if I want to actually.
Okay,
Never mind.
There's literally no pressure. If you don't feel comfortable.
I feel comfortable because this is a safe space, but I need no judgment. I do not write like this anymore. So anybody that's new, this is not how I write. This was me. I was like 14 or 15, okay? And I was trying to be all quirky and like dude, it's so bad. It's so bad. Wait, am I doing this? Am I really doing this?
If you want to. No pressure.
Okay. First of all, I titled it Control. Don't know why. I have no idea why. Okay. Chapter 1. Okay, this is a try not to laugh challenge. Every story has a way of beginning. Period. This one is not like others. Period. This one, I'm sorry. This one doesn't start out all happy and nice like a fairy tale would. Can't you hear 15-year-old me like being like, ooh, I'm cooking with this. Like, ooh. Okay. This starts out with me on my back porch watching the clouds go by. Yes, I know that sounds not so bad, but with a family like mine, it is. My mom and dad, they are not normal at all. For one, they're vampires. And for two, they want me to become one. You've probably read, you've probably read stories about kids being forced to become a vampire or a kid becoming a vampire, but mine's different.
Okay. So, I can see the idea for sure. I can definitely see the idea of what you were going for.
Ooh, it's so bad. It's so bad. And then what's crazy is her guy best friend's name is Trevor. My husband's name is Trevor. I was like, the fates, the invisible string. Look at it. Whoa. Oh my God. Oh my god. And then immediately the next paragraph is like, I became a vampire 2 months ago. What? Like, and then I started going into the world building, like just full dumps. I was just like, when you become a vampire, your body stays the same, but your soul grows and your eyes change color. And I was like, sis, we don't know where we are. We don't know who we are, what we're doing. Oh my gosh. Don't you just I miss these days, honestly. I thought I was cooking. I was in it. Oh my god. Whew.
You're probably wondering how I got here.
No, literally. Let me try to find when the love interests start love interesting. All 17 of them. Jesus Christ. Okay. Anyway, how did it go for you?
Yeah, so as you know, I spent like half that sprint tracking down my headphones, which were why didn't I turn the lights on in my house to look for these? I don't know. But it's very dark in there and it's a black case and it was like sitting on
It made it a challenge.
It was a challenge. It was sitting right next to my black coffee maker on a very dark wood. So it was like kind of hidden. And I was like searching. I was like, where is this? Like, why can't I find it? Why can't I see anything? Why is it dark? And I didn't turn the lights on. I found it. So that was part of the
Productivity. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm with you.
But when I got back, I was also distracted by the chat quite a bit. Anyways, I got 362 words. So not terrible, but could I
Wait, how much you said? 300?
362.
That's great. That is great. With all of that happened, you killed that.
Yeah. And being distracted by the mariachi in the background too. I swear.
Oh my god. Oh my god, wait. No. I found it.
Oh my gosh, okay. Are you gonna share?
Oh my god, yeah. What is this? Oh my god. Oh my god. What is this? Brother,
Okay.
what the hell? I don't even know. I'm trying to like find a place to begin. Okay. Move in all caps with 4 exclamation points. I want that to be clear. Move! A guy a lot taller than me, of course he is, came crashing into my room. Hey, what do you think you're doing? In all caps with a ton of exclamation points. Girl, we know she's yelling. My voice was protective and a little pissed off as the words screamed out of my mouth. Sorry, princess. Can you close the door, please, before you get angry? May I explain? Wait. Also, she's not a princess, so I guess this is his name for her. Hello? I stared wide-eyed at the gorgeous man. I'm sorry. He had pitch black hair and, of course, in parentheses, crystal blue eyes, because that symbolizes someone's a vampire, I guess. And what the okay, so then he's like, I'm so sorry to disturb you, but if you don't stop him, no one can. Then there was another tapping on my door. Oh no, he found us! Exclamation points all over the place, okay? I rolled my eyes and opened the door. A huge Great Dane dog came running into the room. He stopped inches from the man on my bed and started snarling and growling at him. I told him to shush. Like, whatever. Insert her quieting the dog down. How did you get him to do that? I don't know. Something told me to, but he seems happy. What's your name? What are we doing? Xavier, of course his name. The dog's name is Spot. Ha! What the We have a ha with a period. That makes sense. Huh, Spot. Okay, now enough fun. Out, Spot. So, Xavier. Mind you, I'm just skipping dialogue tags because that's boring. Um, Princess Mila, I am truly sorry. Thanks. How do you know my name? Everyone knows your name. We've been waiting for you. Onward and onward. Okay? That's one of them. That's one of them. And then this other guy, I guess she finds him in the hallway. He just murdered his girlfriend accidentally, drank her blood to death, and then they become love interest. Girl, anyway, that's my vampire book.
Okay, but I kind of love it though. I kind of love it. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm like, should I make a video about this? Should I like read this and like explain my story? Would that be interesting, dude?
Let's ask the chat.
Guys, because I could literally like I would not read the whole story, but I guess I could try to understand what the hell is happening and explain it in a video and read my favorite excerpts.
Al says yes. Yes, I'm invested. Yes, please. We kind of love it.
I low-key am too, because again, I was fully pantsing this project as a child. And so like there's like also a random girl, her name's Violet, and she's just like in the story and we're like hearing about her and you find out it's her twin sister. Oh no. And then there's some storyline of like they were reincarnated, but Violet's memory didn't get erased. And so she remembers everything. I don't know. Girl was cooking. She was cooking. I have no idea.
It says full audiobook on YouTube, no context or explanation.
There will be no explanation. There will just be whatever this is.
No,
they were twin vampire sisters.
I love it so much, honestly.
Yes.
Like it's great. I really wish, I'm kind of sad because I don't have any of my old writing at all. Like I know I like filled notebooks and like journals and stuff when I was a kid and like in high school and everything. And I just like I've moved so many times that just like over the years I've just kind of like lost them. And then a lot of my work was on my previous laptop, which I had an unfortunate coffee spilling incident.
Oh no.
And I lost everything. So yeah. Back up your work, people.
Yes.
Back up your work. Save your story.
All of that is in my Google Docs. And mind you, 15-year-old me was updating this chapter by chapter for my friends. So they were like, where's the new chapter? Like, I need to know what happens to Mila. Like, what's going on? So
I love that so much. I love that so much.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Just yelling at Maple really quick.
Oh yeah.
But so then they go on a road trip to Salem, Massachusetts for some reason. I genuinely don't. Oh my gosh, so much all caps and exclamation points right here. Trevor, stop right now. Why? He started it. He hissed back at me. Trevor, I said in a more calm tone, please. No. Trevor, I mean it right now. Stop. All caps, exclamation point, exclamation point.
It's honestly great. Like you have struck pure gold with this story.
I reread it. So I like was so I was more intrigued as to just what is going on in this story. Like I stayed up one night, like way late into the night, just reading this whole thing. I think it's like 60 pages. Yeah, it's 60 pages. I don't know why. And now there's Sam. Now she's holding hands with some random guy named Sam as they're on their way to Salem to, I think, track down Violet. I don't know. They have to kill her. I don't know.
Okay, we've got some suggestions because apparently we need Trevor to read the part of Trevor for the audiobook. And we also need a Trevor reaction to Vampire Trevor. I agree. I need this.
Wait, this is genius. Wait. You guys, now I fear this is all I'm going to want to do now. Wait. They have to kill her. I don't know. Okay, wait. We're cooking, guys. We're creating something beautiful together. Should I do it as like each chapter is like an episode, like read the audiobook and like I don't know if I can actually read this and put it on the internet.
I would eat this up. Oh my god, yeah, same joy. Evelyn says, take all my money. I need it.
Okay, should I edit it though? Or are you saying you want the raw, unedited 15-year-old files? Is that what we're saying? It is giving Wattpad. It is. I should have put this on Wattpad. It would have done numbers.
Al says, feed me the vampire goods.
Unedited, edited, why not both? I feel like both would be so difficult.
You could do like a series where you read old writing and edit it to make it like where you are now. That would be cool.
Oh. Okay. Okay. We have to have a better name though. I think at one point I was just naming things. Like, okay, the OG Venture Below story was originally, yes, tag it, Powerless. It was originally called Powerless when I was in 8th grade, and I of course changed it over the years. But so I don't know, I had Powerless, Control, one of them was At Heart. I don't know what else is in this Google Drive. There's a lot of stories in this Google Drive that I'm terrified to let see the light of day. But then again, this is probably the worst of them. So if y'all are eating this up like you are.
File suggestion, Control, revamped.
Revamped! Oh my god! Onward and awkward. I'm gonna screenshot that right now. Nobody comment. Hold on. Okay, I got it. Oh.
I swear.
When you guys see me start to drop this stuff unannounced just for no reason, I'm doing it for you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm really glad we came to this conclusion. This is great.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. I love it so much. I really wish I had some of my old stuff. I'm sure like all of it is equally
like, this is unreadable, and I just love you guys so much to be like, take my money, I need it.
Yeah, it's honestly it's great. Like sometimes, like I mean, like look how far you've come, the progression that has happened, the evolution.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. And like, I love what you said. Like, that could be so interesting to have like the OG version and then me trying to like make it make sense and like basically say, like, I think that would be the challenge, is to try to like have the same information in the chapter and like not try to like actually think of how I could plot this story, but like keep it pretty the same. That would be so hard to do, actually. Because there's so much I'm not telling you guys too. It's rough.
I love it.
Yeah.
Fal says the fun part is being able to laugh at old work in a way that makes you feel whole.
Yes.
Like, thanks, old me, for helping me get to where I am now.
Yes.
100%.
Oh.
This is one of the reasons why I'm so sad I don't have any of my old stuff, because I don't have that. Like, I can't look back on my old things, like old stories and everything, to like see how much I've changed as a writer. It's not, I don't have that. It's kind of sad, but anyways, we're having fun today. We're not moping around. So, does anybody have any questions before do you want to do another sprint? Like,
I think I gotta eat dinner. Yeah.
Fair enough. So that's all right. But before we go, does anybody have any questions or anything that they'd like to ask?
Anything at all.
I have questions. Let's see. If you could have your book made into a movie or a TV show, who would play your main characters?
Okay. So mine is gonna be Adelaide Kane. Is that her full name? Yes. She was the main actress in the Rain series. And it's Kane with a K.
Oh, I
And
love her.
and it's crazy. I saw her on Pinterest and immediately fell like I was like, "Oh my god, this is my main character, Adelaide." Her name is Adelaide in the book. And then I was like, "Oh my god, her real name is Adelaide." Like it's perfect. So, yeah, I would say Adelaide Kane and then oh my gosh, okay, the 100 oh, what is her name? Octavia?
Oh,
Octavia.
yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Octavia Blake. I don't know. Her name is Marie Av. I'm not even gonna try to say her last name. I don't want to. Anyway, that actress, that is Riley, my main character for my second book, and then I don't have anybody in mind for Leo. He's always been so hard for me to pin down. He's like that character, like he fully came fleshed out in my brain. Like I see him and like I don't see like an actor or anything, and it's like hard for me to think about that. But Riley's love interest is Henry Cavill.
Oh, of
And
course.
Isolod, what is I Tristan? Hold on. From the Tristan and I Isolde, I I cannot say things. But from that movie specifically, that is her love interest.
Tristan and
IS something like that. Yep, yep, yep.
Okay.
That's definitely.
Oh, okay.
Mhm,
I
mhm,
gotcha.
mhm, mhm. Oh yeah. What about you?
So my female MC Alyssa would be played by Zendaya.
Ooh,
Yeah.
love.
And my male main character, I literally just like figured this out the other day and now I can't remember his name because I'm literally the worst with names.
Let's research it.
I think let me not this guy. Oh, so it's this guy, Josh Houston. His last name is spelled Heuston.
Okay. Josh Houston. Oh.
So
Oh.
that would be Kai.
Oh. Hello. No complaints there. Okay, yes.
Yeah. So those would be my two.
And Zendaya? Woo! Yeah, yeah,
Zendaya.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 100%. Oh, she's so
Uh,
beautiful. She is so beautiful.
is
Oh
it
my
she?
god.
She is.
Ah,
She
okay.
is just gorgeous. Holly says the amount of times I've imagined Henry and Irene.
Yes.
You know who
Yeah.
I imagine a lot when I read? Ian Somerhalder.
Okay, Damon. Okay. Mine,
Yeah, I'm a
mine
David
is
fan.
mine's Hayden Christensen, Anakin Skywalker. Pretty
I
much
know
every love interest, I imagine him.
he's beautiful.
He
Really is
I fell
beautiful.
in love with that man the moment I saw him. I swear, and I still will die on that hill. He is everything to me. I love Hayden Christensen. Oh, that movie, was it Jumper that he was
Oh,
in? Oh my god. The amount
I
of
know
times I
he's
watched
just
that
like
movie.
his eyes and his jawline are just impeccable.
Ooh. So I'm like, a part of me could see him being Leo, but he just, you know what I mean? Like he's such a character in my head that like there it just doesn't match. But I would completely settle for Hayden Christensen. Don't get me
Sometimes
wrong.
sometimes it's just not the right fit.
Yeah.
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 So I get you.
Mhm.
What about you? Any questions? Anybody? We've just got a lot of comments here. Yeah, Holly's like, dang, where he's been. I haven't seen him in a while in something, but
Mm-hmm.
seeing a Hayden in the Ash Ash
I think it's Ashoka.
Ashoka, okay, series was great.
Yeah. Because I know Anakin was like her mentor and stuff like that. Yeah. I haven't kept up with like any of the Star Wars like series or anything, but I'm very intrigued by it for sure. Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not a Star Wars fan
That's
personally.
okay. That's all right. That's all right.
Literally,
Ooh.
my dad used to like want it's like that in Jurassic Park. Every single time I'm at my dad's house, it's like those are like the only two things that he ever watches, I swear.
Oh.
It's always on when I go over there.
Oh.
Um Joy says, I recently realized that Vera is 100% Taylor Russell.
Just looked her up. I totally know who she is, and I love that for you, Joy. I love that. She is so beautiful too. Wow.
Oh my gosh, gorgeous.
Wow.
I know her. I'm so bad with names, so I never know
Yeah.
who anybody is until I look them up. She's in
Mhm.
Bones and all. Okay.
With Timothée Chalamet.
Oh yeah, he's another pretty boy, isn't he?
Mhm.
All right. Well, I think that's gonna be the end of it. I love streaming with other people. I hate doing it by myself. It's so awkward, but
Oh, it's so
really,
much fun. This was
yeah,
great. Thanks for having me.
yeah, of course. I
And we're
appreciate you.
gonna we're gonna do it again.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, on
100%.
it's the 21st, right?
Yep, 21st, 11 a.m. Central
Mhm.
Time.
It is up on my channel, so you guys can go hit notify me so that you could be there with us to hang out.
Yeah. Do you want to plug your things, Taylor?
Oh my gosh, yes. Go ahead and subscribe because I guess I'm gonna be reading my vampire story. Oh my gosh. And yeah, I post every Saturday and you can find me on Instagram. You can also buy my books if you're into that. You can just look up my name, Taylor Ann Wright. It's the Venture series. And yeah, that's it for me.
And hi, you guys are on my channel. You can find me on Instagram as well, but I don't really post over there and I don't have anything published for you guys to purchase at the moment. So in the future, we will. But yes, try
Great.
to join our stream Saturday, the 21st. It's going to be super, super fun on Taylor's channel. All right. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. It was so fun. Have a good rest of your night, guys. Bye.
Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Like it, like the video, like the video. Give it a like. Why isn't it?